Okay, so here's another plant that we're going to try a slightly more advanced technique on. This is Primula Karryann, and you can see it's a lovely variegated Primula denticulata. If you look carefully at the bottom here, there are some little green shoots which you can just about see, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, some rosette plants can be propagated by cutting them up, and you need to be a brave person to do it. And so I'm going to do a demonstration here of what I do. So I take off a couple of dead leaves. I will take the plant out of its pot. I'll remove a fair amount of soil. So when you propagate variegated plants in particular, you'll find that the roots, when they sprout new plants, because in this particular plant the roots can sprout new plants, the roots when they sprout will sprout green and they will not sprout variegated, and we'll explain why that is in a minute. So here I'm going to remove all the green shoots that have come from a root that was obviously left behind. So we take all the green shoots out. So we have here a plant with most of the compost off it, so we can see what's going on. We're going to take the leaves and bundle them all up a bit like this, and then we're going to just cut them like that. So we then get left with a core like this, which has got short pieces of leaf and it's got root on. Okay, and then we're going to be very, very brave with our knife, and we're going to cut down the middle like this. We're just going to cut down like this. And what we've ended up with is two pieces which look like this. Okay, and each one of these pieces that's been cut into half will actually grow a new plant. If we're even braver, we can then take one of these pieces and we can then cut it again. So I'm not sure I'm that brave with this one, but we'll show you anyway. So we'll put the knife in again and we'll cut down through the middle of the plant like this. So this plant is essentially now been taken into quarters. And when you've got very limited stock, it can be, if you know what you're doing, an interesting way of increasing the amount of plants you've got. So with the bare wounds that I've got here, I always use flowers of sulphur. So I will be putting flowers of sulphur onto any of the cut surfaces that you can see here. Any cut surface I can find, I put flowers of sulphur on. And this one, I'm afraid, is a bit too brutal, but never mind. Flowers of sulphur goes onto that. So each of the cut pieces is treated, but you can see each piece does have some leaf and some root. Even if it's a little tiny bit like that, it has some leaf and some root. Okay, and that trick you can use with plants, but you make sure you've got more than one, and do be brave when you take the knife in your hands.